morning, everybody. See that little guy right there? That's Kentucky bluegrass. It's growing. Before I know it, that is going to look just like this. I get so excited about the yard over here for a few reasons. When I was a little boy, basically from the edge of the driveway down to like the middle, this area was always tore up super bad because years ago we ran out of storage in all of our buildings and we wanted to get more space. So we took that heated shop and we put 20,000 bushels of corn stacked in there on the floor. And then we took our other 20,000 bushels of corn that we had, we literally made a pile right here in the front yard. Once that pile was there, the grass never grew back from it. Every time it would rain, water would run across the driveway, and we just had big gullies running through there. Then there's two big rows of trees. They kind of shaded out the whole middle, so super thin grass in there. And then once we came around this side of the house, over where that dirt is right now, that was all... It was jungle over there, so we didn't go over there at all. Then there's a little path right through here. It was just really messy, not the most attractive thing to look at, really difficult to mow. So now just the whole development of the yard, it's just really exciting from what it used to be to what it is now. It's just kind of something that I can look at and be like, wow, I did that. So that's why I get so excited about the yard. House update. It's been a while, I know. I'm sorry. As of now, officially, all the windows have been wrapped in this aluminum wrapping. Each window takes about 3 to 4 hours to do. So it's a little bit of a time-consuming process, especially when you have 42 windows in a house. But that is now done. Justin got that wrapped up this last weekend. The composite decking all the way around the house, down both sides, and then the skirting is on. And by the way, we have a major bird poop problem because we currently don't have any softening and up top, so birds can just land up there and go as they please. We would like to get the softening done on this, but here's the problem. We want to put can lighting in here. We also want to put it in the eave that overhangs. We got to be able to get this wired up, but harvest is starting extremely soon. So that makes it a little bit of a conflict because we can't do both at the same time. So unfortunately, the electricity and the softening side might have to put on hold till next spring, but these poles, we have the material sitting over here for them to get wrapped. So I think Justin's going to be getting on that one of these days. This is just like a white, nice material that'll go around this so it won't look all woody. And then also, we are ready to start siding. Justin actually got that little bump out part sided the other day. So look how much different that already looks. Looked like that, now it looks like that. As far as the inside of my house goes, we got everything gutted out and we have not done anything inside of there because basically we made the plans of redoing upstairs. We gutted everything. As soon as we did that, then the price increase of materials just went nuts. And it basically made it to the point where, hey, right now this is going to cost you about as much as building a new house would. Do what you want to do for just the upstairs of your house. So I said, you know what? Why don't we just kind of just wait here a little bit? And honestly, the way the summer has laid out for working on stuff up there, we have had so many days to make hay while the sun's shining on all these outside projects, like getting the old jungle over there cleaned up, getting this picked up, smoothed out. Like, these are just time-consuming processes, and I can't do this during the middle of winter, but I can work in there during the middle of winter. So we are going to be getting on the house here again soon. It's just right now we've had higher priority items. The good news is next summer we're not going to have to seed the yard. At least I hope not. I hope I did a good job this time. But we should have more time and resources that we can commit to the house because we are kind of living in like our parlor and the office and the kitchen. So it would be kind of nice to have the whole house again. Just got off the phone with Dad. Him and Cooper are running about an hour and a half away. They're gonna go look at another semi. And so he graciously asked me if I would, oh, I see what they did now. He asked me if I would grain vac out soybean bed to fill Ronnie. We're looking at a semi. Okay. Hey, Cal. Hey, what you doing? You don't have a bear to bring to me today or something? No, nothing? Nothing? Welcome to Kristen and Rusty. Today we're working with the dynamic duo. We got the John Deere 4840. This is hooked up to our newer Brent 674 grain cart. We're going to be running these two out in the fields along with the 340. And then the big grain cart And then hooked up to the grain vac, we got our Case 7140. And then it's up on the new AGI grain vac. Oh, it's a good thing they left me hoses. Maybe they're inside the bin. Nope. If you're not familiar with the grain vac, this thing it's literally a gigantic vacuum cleaner for corn, soybeans, whatever grain you want to suck through it. But we'll hook tubes up to this just like a vacuum hose. So much power. Literally, if I got my foot up to this, it would suck my boot clean off my foot. But the way this driveway is set up and having this old barn here at the end, there's not a whole lot of room to get a semi wiggled over here, especially if it's kind of wet like it is right now. So we're going to be using the grain cart, but I can fill about 600 bushels of soybeans at a time. Ronnie's gonna park his semi up there on the driveway. We'll get this full, we'll dump on him, we'll come back, fill up again. We'll finish Ronnie out. He can get about 950 bushels on his semi. Then we'll get this full again, so when Ronnie comes back, we'll repeat that same process. This is the last of our 2021 crop. That bin's got about a semi-load left in it, and then this one's got about 4 or 5. Oh, there's our hoses, and they're hooked up. Yep. Oh, I'm allergic to you, Cal. You coming in the bin with me today? You coming in? Come here. Oh, you stay open. That's right. Stay. I'm hoping we can punch out the center door. We just gotta see where the grain level's at, because otherwise I gotta do all my crawling through the top. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to suck a little down. It's just hitting the bottom of the door. I'm gonna be able to get it open like that far, and then this could avalanche off, and then make a real nice pile out there. Hey Ron, it's Cole. I'm gonna fire up the tractor here. I'll probably have the grain cart full in about 30-35 minutes.
Okay.
All right, we told Ronnie he'll be over as soon as he can. But luckily we're only 2 miles from home, so once we get done we can go back and work on some other things. Okay, good rule of thumb, grain vac is extremely loud, so you want to have your hearing protection on that, because we wouldn't be able to hear when we're like 32. We got our P100 mask. Grain dust is not good for your lungs at all. You see a lot of older farmers with COPD because they've been breathing in dust for so long, so we want to protect our lungs. We're going to throw this bad guy on. My sunglasses are not going to fit underneath of it. I used to always wear just one of those regular face masks, but you take it off, you got all that dirt around your nose, so you know you've been breathing it in. When you blow your nose, it's just black. Got one of these. It's awesome. Why are there boots in here? I was almost spot on. I told Ronnie 35 minutes. Came out to like 38, so we would have been perfect. We always open the bottom trap underneath there when we park them for the winter time, so if there's anything in there, it just falls out. We forgot to close it. Jeez, Cal, I thought you were a bear coming up on me. You scared me. You can get the cart a little fuller when you got 2 people. And also, if we got a little closer, we could maybe get this side a little more full. There's probably 550 bushels of beans in here though. Quality-wise, they don't look terrible. You can definitely tell a difference between beans that have just been put in a bin and ones that have been sitting there almost a year. Like here, this one, it's got a little bit of discoloration to it. It's going to be normal after they sit for an extended period of time. But as far as cracking and stuff goes, and there's a couple, but I think we should be okay on this load. Yeah, we were close. Look how close we were to overflowing. Ooh boy. Big thing with what they're looking for in beans, we can't have a bunch of stuff like this and corn and any other type of floor material, whatever you want to call it. And then they're testing for moisture. So basically, if these don't flow, like if these just stuck, then they'd be really wet. And then a wet bean will rot inside of a bin extremely quickly. Then they're smelling them. They're looking at the color, like that brown one right there that's really gray. Like that one, if they were all like that, they would probably reject this entire load. But if of their sample, they get looking at it and they find so many that have damage that's unacceptable and maybe a smell, then they take a dock off according to what they find in their sample. And then if it's bad enough, they'll just say, hey, we're not gonna accept this. Get it out of here. And then you have to bring it back home and figure out somewhere that'll take it, or you put it back in a bin and you blend it off. Hypothetically, you blend it off with other soybeans so that way it passes. But all farmers are good farmers and they don't blend it off, so that doesn't happen. While we wait for Ron, I'm over here on the $4,000 driveway. We need to lay some more of this 3-inch rock down on a few spots that don't have any rock in it yet. We're going to be driving the semis through here to fill that grain bin as well as that one. So if it's a little damp and wet through here, we want to make sure we got some nice rock in. Otherwise, we're going to be sinking this out and we could get semi stuck in it. We already got that part rocked. We need to get it black matted from right here. Well, that's not very convenient. That's in the way. We'll figure it out. But anyway, we're going to black mat it from here to the grain bin, and then we won't have any weeds growing up in our driveway. And this is definitely not enough rock, but we're gonna spread it until we run out. I at least want to get this area and that one down there by the Oliver. And then if we have some extra, then we can do this part. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. We'll get everything good and warmed up so when Ron gets here we can be a little more time efficient. You can still smell those new Titan tires. Smells like a tire factory. Oh, yow! Ron got a new truck. Make sure he's got his hopper shut. Okay, we're good. Oh, we're running over corn. Come on, Ron. You might have to slip the probe guy at 50 for us.
Think it'll work?
Maybe.
Oh, a lot of mine cracked.
Did you look at the ones on the semi?
Okay, I haven't yet. Yeah, the other one.
Should I just scoot up with that load and just do a blanket over the top of this?
It might not hurt, and then back up, and then get a little more back there, and then go to the back.
Okay.
Come tend the garden with me. We have so many seeds to sow.